Hey guys, Deslater Magic here, and unsurprisingly, there's another product delay. And it's the much anticipated and definitely well liked by the community Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. But before we jump into that, you know what's not delayed in shipping? Cool shirts and other apparel from Into the AM. They got cool new products, cool new art, who cares? Okay, this whole weekend, 25% off site-wide, and then at checkout, I actually just tested this. If you use my code DESTHREADS, you can get an additional 10% off. That's right, basically any shirt for $16.84, if I'm doing this right. Free shipping if the order's big enough. More details at the end of the video, but I just wanted to let you know about that. Feel free to click the link in the description, go shopping while you're watching this video. And this delay is a doozy. Okay, let me see if I can get all these together here without missing anything. They say that due to ongoing production delays, various Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate products will be delayed or limited in the following regions at launch. Let me just summarize. All of them. I'm actually not sure what they left out here. So first they say APAC, which I believe is Asia Pacific. You know, Seattle liberals and their cute little pet names for places that they think are foreign and exotic. So the following product is expected to be delayed or experience limited availability. I don't know why in this entire article they didn't use the plural form of product. So Japanese and Chinese simplified Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate set boosters across Asia Pacific. Yes, they spelled out the entire product every time. No, I'm not going to read it that way. So the Commander decks across all of APAC, and then the bundles across Southeast Asia. Then for North America, which strangely enough didn't get a nickname. I wonder why that is. They just generally say the following product might experience delays and limited availability across North America over the coming weeks. So pretty vague there. It's the draft boosters and the draft multi-packs. So for the third or fourth time, in America, their number one market, they're only going to have the more expensive boosters available. What a coincidence. By the way, the draft multi-packs are just 3 packs of draft boosters. I don't think they're a very good value, but it depends where you buy them. Next up, we've got Latam, home of the Latinxes, I assume. Seriously, it is a circus, and these racist liberal idiots are the clowns. Anyway, the following product might experience delays and limited availability for approximately a week following release. So a week, I mean, hey, in Brazil it will be set boosters and English, the Portuguese ones, then the English and Portuguese language commander decks. They're pretty weak, don't buy them anyway. Then in Mexico, we've got the set boosters. Y también in Chile, we've got the English and Spanish language commander decks. Then in EMEA, I actually don't know where this is. It's EMEA. What is that? Europe, Mountains, and East Asia? Oh, according to Google, it's an acronym used by morons to stand for Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Those aren't even on the same tectonic plate. What are they talking about? They threw Greenland in, too. Anyway, in the far-off fantasy alternate universe land of EMEA, they're just gonna have to wait to get collector's boosters. And then at the bottom, after all of that, all those different locations, all that detail, please note that other regions may be impacted. We will update this article as we know more. It's 2022. Supply lines are actually pretty decent. I don't get this. But it's so widespread around the world that, like, maybe other smaller countries like Chile don't have their crap together, or the shipping companies that land there, I should say. I don't know. If it's diesel prices, the longer they wait, the worse it's gonna get. I have heard about, like, at least semi-truck drivers, the independent ones, where they're like, they get a job from their whatever, and they're like, oh, this pays $900, and they're like, well, it'll cost me like $800 in fuel. I'm just not going to take it. Have fun finding someone for that price. And then they end up just going back to the people and saying, well, either like pay double or we don't have anyone to haul your stuff. Now, usually that's not like, oh, giant logistics company, they're just going to raise their prices and be like, fuel one up, deal with it. Oh, well, it's more expensive. But for the smaller ones, they're just not taking jobs, which means that stuff ain't getting moved unless it's really worth the cost. Now, hopefully that cuts out really stupid stuff that nobody needs and really cheap stuff and, dumb random plastic toys and candy and stuff that's not critical. The only problem is those are really high margin items for retailers. But also the weight of the items is going to be a thing. That's why I thought, well, paper goods, I could see that getting really expensive and not being prioritized. But they had all the time in the world to get out ahead of this, like production-wise. As far as moving it, yeah, paper goods are going to be heavy, but I mean, one brick of toilet paper, like a 48 pack or whatever, is like, what, $20? That just takes up room in a truck. It's light, but like, it's not even worth the labor and the time and the trip. And a truck takes a certain amount, or a train or whatever, of fuel just to move itself. But an entire semi full of sticks of RAM, kits of 2 or whatever in thin plastic. That might be what? A multi-million-dollar shipment and they weigh next to nothing? But the margin on them isn't very good because the production is where all the profit is. Retailers will be looking to make, 10, 20, 30% on a stick of RAM. Now, dense paper goods, like Magic the Gathering products, I mean, what is it, 140 something a box in some places? Probably higher, probably lower, depending upon inflation and resale and all this other stuff, currency conversions. But the distributors are kind of in the middle. They don't make a very good profit. It's not terrible, but then there's another factor. Without Magic, what are some shops going to sell? That usually is the primary thing. Although, in 2022, maybe not. Magic's slipping pretty hard. So they might say, yeah, the distributor wants $5 more. I'll add, $10 to the price to keep my margins right. And because if you up the price, you get less sales. So you got to, adjust for that to make the same amount of money. Okay, better than my core product disappearing. So that's kind of why they're not just like, oh, we're dropping the product. Oh, we can't afford it. Or, oh, we can't sell it at this price. I think people are still interested. They're not canceling the orders. Now, what does this have to do with delays? Well, I said what they aren't doing. What I think they are doing is saying, let's use a slower, less reliable shipping method. Or maybe just these shipping jobs are awful. People don't want to load stuff. People sat at home for a bit, under lockdown, and then they don't want to go back to work. Or they finally realize that X% of them can get a better job. Even though it's, mid-2022, bad jobs that people don't want to do are not getting very well staffed. So you either up the pay or you don't get people, and I think that's what's going on. And they're like, well, diesel plus staffing issues. Now labor is going up. Oh my gosh. And most airplanes and trains run on diesel. So, what's really expensive and inefficient? Moving things fast. A direct route, taking a 75% full anything, you get it there fast, but it's not efficient. If you sit there and hold it and you wait and you say, well, I'm going to pay for, the slower shipping method. This even applies to like US Postal. And you can send it to whatever hub is convenient. You can hold it for a day, wait for a truck to get full, then move it. It's going to be cheaper, it's going to be more efficient, but, you're going to get all kinds of unexpected delays. I think that's what's behind this. I seriously doubt that it's at the production side because they have had 2.5 years of this where they should at this point say, maybe we should finalize a set a month early and send it to the printer a month early. Maybe. If you just know there's going to be a delay, you get it rolling quicker. I mean, that ain't news. There's no way they're not doing that. They're stupid, but I'd like to think no company is that stupid. But remember, all these supply line delays and shipping heavy stuff that isn't very expensive, paper, even maybe ink getting to the printing facilities, that might be delayed. So it might still be the printing facility saying, oh yeah, okay, we got a raw materials delay or a staffing delay, because I know from experience that working at a printing facility is awful and they have trouble retaining people. A lot of my coworkers were from the prison on work release. Shout out to Ankle Monitor Gang. I wasn't one of them. I was just a teenager. I'm a good boy who never gets in trouble. And it's definitely not because I never get caught. So then once the product is done, they got to get it, to the country, import it through the port, then get it to the distributor who gets it to the stores. And remember, then you got the paper then coming in. Then you got wizards who's incapable of doing their jobs and probably didn't even turn in their homework on time, as it were. So I think between all those things, that explains why we're still seeing product delays in May freaking 2022. It's not quite inexcusable, but they should start taking actions to, do something about this. Now, that said, nobody is interested in this product and it's not going to sell very well. So I don't think that they put heavy priority on this. And that's the other thing. You got a big giant premiere set, standard or whatever, or like a big reprint set, Double Masters. Let's just say I don't think Double Masters 2 is going to see a product delay. I don't think that that's almost within reason. It's worth too much money. It's too important to them. But it's not time sensitive because remember, a new Magic standard set comes out, every 18 weeks, I think, or something like that. So you only have 18 FNMs to play it. If you delay it by 2 weeks, people just have less time to play it before it cycles out. And it feels like it goes quick, It's not like it cycles out every quarter, but something does, or some new one comes out, it makes your deck irrelevant and you got to build a new one. Now, the other factor, I think, is that they do seem to care a lot more about digital because it's making more money for them. Because Arena, especially Alchemy and everything they've done lately, is a giant ripoff. So, definite cash cow, put the focus on where it is. Now, that said, the digital people and the designers and the programmers, they have nothing to do with paper Magic. They don't even work in the same facility. At least the management might not be looking too close at, making sure everything is super tidy and timely internationally for a paper release for a product nobody asked for. So all those factors I think are leading to this. I think it's probably going to get better in the near future. But then again, diesel prices aren't. So that means Magic prices aren't. And nothing is going to be cheap. So even at the prices right now, it is going to get worse for multiple reasons. We are never going to see gas near $2 a gallon in the US ever again. I don't think we're ever going to see it below 3 or 4. So prepare for everything to get more expensive. You basically probably just got about a 25%, what's the opposite of a raise? Pay cut. Yes, a pay cut at wherever you work without it even actually happening. Because now, everything from laundry detergent to gas to food, clothing, anything is all about to go up, which means just to buy the stuff that you need to buy, it now all costs more, so you have less left over. So you probably just went from lower middle class to poor, or from upper middle class to regular middle class or something. At least the only thing it's not really going to seem to affect is any kind of like ongoing mortgages. Maybe like apartment or house or duplex rent. I don't see a direct correlation. It's not like your house gets up and moves with diesel fuel. If you want way more details about the diesel shortage or anything else, or just did a video about monkeypox, very extensive video, very lots of details, it's all on my second channel. Who am I kidding? It's like my 5th channel. But emergency survival tips, that is blowing up. If you want to know why I haven't been uploading here, it's because I've been uploading there, because that channel's making mad money and exploding, and I go where the income is. Because YouTube revenues for me on all channels across the board are crap right now. But hey, if you want to help me out and if you want to help yourself out, prices may be rising, but into the AM, baby, they have got 25% off site-wide this weekend for Memorial Day. Yeah, it's under $19 a shirt for their most popular sellers. That doesn't even count clearance. That doesn't even count, and I think it stacks, but I haven't tried it, my 10% off code if you use the code DESKTHREADS at checkout, or the link in the description. I'm going to try it. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it stacks. Yeah, so under 17 bucks a shirt for basically anything on the site. You know what? I'm going to put that at the beginning of the video. I'm a time traveler, so I can do that. The magic of editing. So now this is just a reminder. Go check it out. Link in the description. These are the lowest prices that I have seen in the last couple years since they started sponsoring my channel. I think I'm going to go make an order there with my own code. Seriously, I was just shopping for clothes at Walmart the other day. When did stuff get so expensive? I had to drop like 18 bucks on a belt. And these shirts, they don't wear out. So seriously, go check it out. Upgrade your wardrobe. You're actually saving money if you shop there. I can't actually believe this. Well, I gotta go place an order. So thanks for watching, everybody. Buy cool shirts. They got underwear. They got pants. They got hoodies. They got stuff for your girlfriend. They got everything. Link in the description. I'll see you guys next time.